Namaste, hi, hello. Welcome to today's session. Let's continue our discussion for exercise activity questions from the chapter from trade to territory. So, in the previous session, we discussed up to question number 6. Let's continue question number 7. Explain the system of subsidiary alliance. Explain the system of subsidiary alliance. So, after the Battle of Plassey in 1757, the Battle of Buxar in 1764, and gaining the Diwani of Bengal or Diwani rights at Bengal, the company began to expand its rule in many parts of India. For that, it had devised several plans. One among them was the subsidiary alliance. According to the terms of this alliance, Indian rulers were not allowed to have their own independent armed forces. They were to be protected by the company but pay for the subsidiary forces that the company was supposed to maintain for the purpose for their protection. If the Indian rulers failed to make payment, then that part of the territory was taken away by the company as penalty. For example, in 1801, the Nawab of Awadh was forced to give over half of his territory to the company for failing to pay for the subsidiary forces. Question number 8. In what way was the administration of the company different from that of Indian rulers? In what way the administration of the company is different from that of Indian rulers? Answer is British territories were broadly divided into administrative units called presidencies. There were 3 presidencies like Bengal, Madras, and Bombay, whereas under the Indian rulers, administration was divided into 4 parts, that is, district, Jilla, Paragana, Tehsil, and villages. Each administrative unit was ruled by a governor. The supreme head of the administration was the Governor General, whereas under the Indian administrative system, the supreme head was King or Nawab. Warren Hastings introduced the new system of justice. Each district was to have 2 courts, namely civil courts and criminal courts. The European district collector presided over civil courts. The criminal courts were still under a Qazi and Mufti. Under the Regulating Act of 1773, new Supreme Court was established. The main figures in an Indian district was collector. According to his title, collector, his main job was to collect the revenue and the taxes and maintain law and order in his district with the help of judges and police officers and darogas. Question number 9. Describe the changes that occurred in the composition of the company's army. During 18th century, when the East India Company began recruitment for its own army, it started recruiting peasants and began training them as professional soldiers. Like the Mughal army, the company's army was also composed of the cavalry and the infantry regiments, with the cavalry dominating the army. However, as warfare technology changed during 19th century, the cavalry requirements of the company's army declined, as the soldiers had to be armed with muskets and matchlocks. The infantry regiments became more important. With this, we completed all the 9 questions from